Chalk up another British supercar, a track day toy hits the track, and Volkswagen's got a handyman special in the works. What's up? I'm Derek D. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, it's beautiful outside. You're watching Fastlane Daily, and we got Jay Leno again later in the show.
Fastlane Daily is brought to you by Royal Purple, the performance oil that outperforms.
Earlier today across the pond, British supercar builder Keating unveiled two new models that should provide hours of entertainment for the world's idle rich. More than that, one of them may even challenge the Bugatti Veyron and SSC Ultimate Aero in the top speed arena. They're the Keating XKR and TKR. Based on a steel or optional carbon fiber space frame chassis, the cars get power from a choice of 6 or 7-liter GM-sourced V8s hooked to a 5-speed Porsche transaxle. Keating says the SKR will get between 404 and 656 horsepower, depending on engine and optional supercharger setup. No figures yet for the twin-turbo TKR, but the company says we can expect a suitable batshit number like 1,500 horsepower, give or take a pony. You already know the Crossbow for its go-kart look and orange paint scheme. Now, the track day toy from motorcycle builder KTM has proven itself on the racetrack, sort of. The stripped-down sports car, powered by a 2-liter Audi 4-cylinder, scored a double win at the GT4 European Cup at Silverstone Circuit in the UK this past Saturday. Two Crossbow racers fielded by German motorsports firm Reiter Engineering took a double win in the brand new GT4 Sports Light Series. The two edged out a field of competitors that included, well, there weren't any others. Apparently the Crossbows are the only cars racing that class. Even though the Crossbows came in 7th and 11th overall in a field of 16, it wasn't without reason. The KTM sleds had been handicapped with extra weight and treaded tires to level the field. But they won't be alone for long. Word is Lotus will provide some new competition for the Crossbow in the form of its 211. We'll see how the rivalry shakes out when the two meet up in Monza, Italy next month. Next up, a Volkswagen pickup that can haul more than a 12-pack and a Frisbee. That's in the internet rumor mill, followed by more Jay Leno right after this. Yes.
Do you ever sell?
No, God, you
Never?
can't sell. You sound like my wife.
No, I don't. I'm not saying.
Get out. Get out.
Those of you sleeping in a pool of your own vomit may not know we're up for a Webby Award. Vote for us at webbyawards.com. It's so easy that even someone sleeping in a pool of their own vomit could do it. Now, remember this? How about this? Now there's this. That's right. Volkswagen is working on a new pickup truck for the global market. It's called the Robust. Maybe. All we know is the mid-size truck will likely debut for the 2010 model year and come with a gun rack and a Black Forest ham. Not really. And finally, our friends at Torque TV say they've got a new online car geek fest in production. It's called Head to Head. 2 cars, no cops, 1 winner. Oof, got chills already. Check out this preview. Want to know how it ends? Head over to torque.tv and check it out. Head to Head premieres this Thursday. Next up, Tonight Show host, car nut, and president of the Chin Club for Men, Jay Leno took Garage 419's Matt Farah on a tour of his famous garage. It's more Jay Leno week on Fastlane Daily, starting right now.
Welcome to Fastlane Daily. Matt from New York Motor Club here, and we're at Jay Leno's garage. I know you have a lot of unique cars, the Blastoline and jet bikes, and stuff that is really out there. But you also have a lot of cars that are, at first glance, kind of ordinary, like the Imperial and like.
A lot of times I buy the story and not the car.
Well, do you want to share the story?
Well, like that's a '67 Chrysler Imperial.
Yeah.
And being on TV and people know you like cars, I get a call from an old guy here in Beverly Hills. He's 92 or 93. He's a producer. He bought this car new, and he wanted to go to a good home because he's 93 and he can't drive anymore. So I drive over to his house. It's a big mansion in Beverly Hills, a long driveway, just as you'd expect. He comes out, he's wearing an ascot and a smoking jacket. Hello, Jay. He looks like, remember the Godfather, the guy that found the horse's head? Yeah. He looked just like that guy. And he comes out and he goes, just come on, let me show you the car. Well, he bought this car new in '67. Twice a month, he had a man from Chrysler come to his home to service the car because he didn't want it to go to the dealer.
Wow.
And in the garage next door, he opened the other door. He had every spare part because he was so afraid he might have an accident.
So he just bought everything?
He bought new bumpers front and rear, new lenses, new electric motors for the windshield wires, for the electric window lifts. I mean, he bought 2 of everything. And he had it in case anything got scratched or damaged, he would replace it. And the guy who worked on the car for the last 40 years is now 70 and he's retiring. So they both wanted the car to go to a good home. And I didn't want to buy it, but then when it's a brand new 1967 Imperial, I had to buy it. It's hysterical to drive. And you know, you can really appreciate these kind of cars because these cars represent the last days of old technology. Yeah. It's basically a big 440 4-barrel, hydraulic lifters, torque flight transmission. It's essentially bulletproof. That's the best carbureted automatic transmission. You know, after about '67, by the time you got in the '70s, you had emissions, you had smog, you had electronics, and those things all, because, you know, like I say, the last days of old technology are always better than the first days of new technology. That is essentially a bulletproof car. It's got air conditioning front and back. You could turn on, it runs 2 massive air conditioners to cool the front. You're like freezing in like 3.5 minutes. It's got the really thin A-pillar. You know, now cars have to have the rollover protection. You got the panoramic windshield. And it's really nice to drive.
Just a good cruiser?
It's the epitome of no road feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
just,
whereas...
You can turn the wheel this much and it stays in a straight line.
Well, you can drive with one finger and you can just touch the brake with your foot. I mean, it's the exact opposite of a car with a lot of road feel. And it's just a piece of Americana.
Next time on Fastlane Daily.
It's fun to have cars that you don't put every penny you have into the thing.
For exclusive test drives of the cars in Jay's collection, check out jaylenosgarage.com.
Well, that wraps up Fastlane Daily for Hump Day. Tune in for more Leno all this week right here on your favorite show, Fastlane Daily. Derek D out. Yeah, right? With a wife beater on, like, hey Joey, come over here. We gotta do some Jaeger bombs. Yo, Ma. What up, Ma?